valuable 40 minutes you'll spend today, there are moments in life when everything feels loud, every distraction, every pressure, every responsibility, and you start losing the connection with the person you were meant to become. Your days turn into routines, your dreams turn into memories, and your energy gets pulled in 100 different directions. But then, there comes a moment like this, a moment where you stop, breathe, and decide to invest in yourself. A moment where you choose to spend 40 minutes not escaping life, but understanding it, not running from who you are, but facing who you could be. These 40 minutes are not entertainment, they are a reset. A mirror, a turning point, because somewhere inside you there's a version of you who refuses to settle, who refuses to live small, who refuses to let life pass by unnoticed. This is the version the world is waiting for, but more importantly, the version you are waiting for. During these 40 minutes, I want you to silence the world and listen to yourself. Listen to the tension you've been carrying. Listen to the goals you abandoned. Listen to the dreams that still whisper your name even when you pretend not to hear them. Whether you realize it or not, your life has been asking for your attention. This, right now, is your answer. You didn't come here to be average. You didn't come here to repeat yesterday. You came here to shift, to grow, to rise above the noise and reclaim your direction. You came here to transform your excuses into discipline, your doubt into confidence, your hesitation into action. The next 40 minutes are not about perfection. They are about intention. They are about remembering who you were before the world told you what you couldn't be. They are about breaking the habits that drain you, removing the distractions that blind you, and reconnecting with the mission that once lit a fire in you. Because these 40 minutes, these intentional, focused, powerful minutes, can reshape your entire mindset. They can reset your day. They can change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you see yourself. And when you change those things, you change your life. So sit with these words. Let them challenge you. Let them push you. Let them remind you that your story is not over, your potential is not gone, and your strength is not finished. You are capable. You are powerful. You are becoming something greater than anything you've been through. Today, you invest 40 minutes. Tomorrow the world sees the difference. There comes a time when you realize life hasn't been happening to you. It's been happening without you. You wake up every day, move through routines, meet expectations, do what you're supposed to do. But somewhere along the way, you stopped asking yourself what you truly wanted. Your purpose didn't disappear. It simply dimmed beneath responsibilities, disappointments, and noise. These 40 minutes are your chance to reconnect with the fire you once had, the dreams you buried to survive, the vision you silenced because you were afraid of failing. Purpose doesn't scream, it whispers. And if you don't slow down, you'll never hear it. In these moments, you finally allow yourself the space to feel again, to ask the questions you've avoided, to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. This is not about finding a new purpose, it's about remembering the one that has been waiting for you all along. Your life is filled with constant noise, notifications pulling your attention, people pulling your energy, responsibilities pulling your time. You've become so distracted that you no longer see how much of your potential is being drained, drop by drop, every single day. Distraction is not just a habit, it's a trap. And once you fall into it, you lose hours, days, even years of your life without realizing what slipped away. These 40 minutes force you to disconnect from everything that has been stealing your focus. They create a rare and powerful silence where you can hear what you've ignored, your own mind. When you break the cycle of distraction, you begin to see how much power you still have. You begin to understand that focus is your greatest weapon, and once you reclaim it, every part of your life begins to shift. Discipline is the bridge between intention and transformation. But discipline fades when life becomes heavy, when motivation disappears, and when comfort becomes too easy to choose. You convince yourself that tomorrow is a better day to begin, that later is a safer time to change. But later becomes next week becomes next year, and eventually you look back and realize you've spent more time thinking about changing than actually changing. These 40 minutes are the reset button your discipline has been begging for. They remind you that discipline isn't about working harder. It's about working with purpose. It's about training your mind to follow through even when you don't feel like it. It's about proving to yourself that you can keep promises you made to your own future. Once you rebuild that discipline, excuses lose their power, comfort loses its grip, and you start stepping into the life you should have been living. Inside you, there are two versions, the one who settles and the one who rises. The one who settles chooses comfort, safety, predictability, the easy path. That version of you avoids discomfort, even if it means sacrificing growth, avoids challenges, even if it means sacrificing progress. But deep down, you know that settling is slowly suffocating the person you were meant to become. These 40 minutes challenge that weaker version. They push you to confront the ways you've been holding yourself back, avoiding risk, fearing failure, doubting your abilities. Growth does not come from comfort, it comes from pressure. It comes from stepping into the unknown, from choosing the harder path, from pushing through resistance. When you challenge the version of you that settles, you unlock the version that conquers. Thoughts become actions, actions become habits, and habits become your life. If your mindset is scattered, negative, or unfocused, everything around you begins to reflect that. You start making decisions from fear instead of confidence, acting from exhaustion instead of clarity, and living from limitation instead of possibility. These 40 minutes are a mental cleanse, a reset, a chance to wipe away the doubt, the frustration, the emotional weight you've been carrying. Resetting your mindset isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about reminding yourself that you are capable of more. When your mindset shifts, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, everything in your life begins to move with greater purpose and direction. It's impossible to change your life when you refuse to acknowledge what's slowing you down. Most people run from their weaknesses. They hide from their fears. They avoid looking at the habits that are quietly destroying their potential. But transformation begins with confrontation. These 40 minutes help you see clearly, maybe for the first time in a long time, what's been blocking your growth. Is it procrastination, lack of belief, fear of failure, toxic people, old habits, or is it simply the fear of becoming someone better than the person you're used to being? Once you identify what's holding you back, you gain power over it, you take back control, you start removing the weights that have been slowing your climb. There is a standard inside you that you haven't been living up to. A higher level of discipline, confidence, courage, and self-respect that you know you're capable of, but haven't fully stepped into. You've allowed past mistakes to define you. You've allowed comfort to dictate your choices. You've allowed fear to shrink your potential, but deep within you know you're meant for more. These 40 minutes give you the vision to see the person you're becoming. A version of you who wakes up with intention, who makes decisions with clarity, who moves with confidence, who doesn't settle for halfway effort or halfway living. This is the standard you deserve. A life where your actions match your ambitions, where your mindset matches your goals, where your effort matches the future you want to build. And now, as these 40 minutes come to a close, remember this. Nothing in your life changes until you decide to change it. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when life becomes easier. Transformation begins the moment you choose to rise, even when you don't feel ready. You have spent too long doubting your strength, too long believing you needed permission to become the person you were meant to be. But you don't need permission, you need courage, the courage to take one step today, the courage to break one habit, the courage to believe that your future is bigger than your past. Don't walk away from this message inspire. Walk away transformed. Walk away with a new standard. Walk away with a new vision. Walk away knowing that the life you want is not somewhere far away. It is built piece by piece, moment by moment, choice by choice, starting right now. This is your turning point. This is your reset. This is the moment you rise. Now go. Go and become the person your future is waiting for.